What's up, everybody, and welcome into another Farm to Fame, another different looking Farm to Fame. I know my voice isn't as cool as Kelsey's, but here I am. I'm Pete Moylan. That's Matty Mass. It's just the two of us today, so it's getting intimate. It's getting real intimate.
We did this once before.
We've done this once, but it's normally drafts.
Yeah, we've only drafted.
We're normally doing some kind of weird draft where you make up the draft, and then I'm in there, and I'm like, I've got this killed, and then by about 6 picks in, I'm struggling. So we're glad we're actually doing a proper episode.
But yeah, it was a good weekend. Kelsey's wedding. Congratulations, Casey and Kelsey. Beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful from start to finish.
We won't get into that.
Ubering to and from.
That's a long Uber.
I had to wait so long. It was like 11 p.m. I had to go back to Jake's room and just hang out in order to Uber out of there.
So what time did you eventually get into bed that night?
Like midnight.
Well, not bad.
No.
And now they're in Jamaica, I think. I saw on the socials.
On the socials, we saw Jamaica. So her dad with an electric speech. Electric.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was the highlight, I think. Was
it funny or just emotional?
It had every emotion. He hit it all.
Wow. Good for him. That's huge.
Yeah.
Well done. All right. You want to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
We are going to talk about the opener. And our opener today is brought to you by who, Matty?
Oh, just DraftKings.
That's all? Jeez, how bad?
Slide into stacks of cash this baseball season with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets no matter what, win or lose. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payout during this MLB season? With DraftKings same game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, how many bases will be stolen, total runs, and more. It's your shot at an even bigger payout. Let me just say, opening day, I'm not like the world's biggest bettor. I like the Villanova bets because I feel like I know that team better than Vegas. Opening day, though, I did a little same game parlay with the Yanks, and Garrett Cole was the only leg that didn't hit. He needed like 5 strikeouts and he didn't get there. Disappointing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did it give you a whole new level of anxiety while you were watching? A little bit more of excitement?
Oh, I was definitely roped in just that little bit more.
Yeah.
And that's mostly because DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code JOMBOY, bet just $5 and get $150 in free bets no matter what happens on the field. That's promo code JOMBOY at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Nice, Matty. Well done.
You know what else was well done?
What's that?
Kumar.
It was well done, but I just think the whole situation still is brutal, and the fact that he's having to go out there and do this. But anyway, let's get into it. If you don't know the situation by now, Kumar Rocker was drafted in last year's draft in the first round, 10th overall by the Mets.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there was an issue with his medical, and they couldn't reach a deal. So now he's having to go back and prove himself, and he's going to re-enter the draft next month. But he had his first pro outing, which was with the Tri-City Frontier League. The Tri-City, what are they?
Oh, Valley Cats, I think.
The Valley Cats in the Frontier League in upstate New York. He went 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks, and no walks. He threw 60 pitches, 43 strikes. I think that's a positive. Fastball sat 95 to 97, which is good for him, right? I don't know what he's been doing up to this point. Anyway, his slider was 85 to 87, touched 99 on a few pitches. Always good. He hit a batter, threw a wild pitch. there was a mechanical difference that was noticed, that his arm slot was a little bit lower. So I'm not sure if that's on purpose. Either way, it's all positive as far as I'm concerned. And he should obviously get drafted again somewhere in the first-ish round. They're ranking him at 39 right now as far as the prospects. But I mean, how can you, I don't know how you kind of, it's worth the risk is what I'm trying to think, I guess, is the takeaway. As far as I'm concerned.
12 seconds later.
I don't know. Did I freeze or did you freeze?
I don't know which of us froze. One of us did. But as you were saying, if you can get him with the 39th overall pick, the upside is there.
There you go.
So
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So for him, congratulations. Welcome back. First of all, organized baseball again. It's got to feel really good. As I said, I don't know what exactly he's been doing for the last 12 months, but I assume it's been setting up revenge. And he's going to have a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to want to prove a lot of people wrong. And that's added motivation as far as I'm concerned. He's going to use that. Not that he needed it. He was already a beast, and he was already, from more reports, as hard a worker as there is. So, I mean, good for him. I'm really pumped that he gets another chance, or gets a first chance.
Yeah,
really.
No, I agree. I think that you would probably agree that not really sure why the Mets didn't just go for it last season.
That's my point. There's been so many guys that have, whether maybe because it was a shoulder instead of an elbow. Maybe I think people look at elbows a little differently. It's almost like a 95% strike rate as far as recovery from Tommy John now. So whereas shoulders can be a little bit harder.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that we wanted to hit on in this opener, we got to do this. Josh Smith made his MLB debut. For those that do not know, or maybe new listeners, Josh Smith was our first ever interview, Josh and Claire, last summer when he got traded for Joey Gallo. So he is ranked the Rangers' 6th overall prospect, and he made his debut this week. I believe Brad Miller was placed on the IL, and then Josh got called up in his spot. And holy cow, he's off to a hot start. Yeah. He is currently batting .417, and this is in 5 games. So batting .417 with 588 on base percentage, 1.088 OPS. He's got a steal in there. We're still looking for the first RBI, but he's got his double. It was just really fun to watch the person. I feel like we were ahead of the curve with Josh Smith.
Oh yeah.
And now we get to watch. Yeah. I don't know. It was a lot of fun to watch him.
And the reactions afterwards, obviously, with the we've seen their whole journey. So this isn't obviously the end of it, but this is the beginning of the final chapter, because this is what the goal is.
Yeah. I really liked we obviously know Claire as well, and watching her reaction to everything. She got interviewed during the game. That was really fun to see. They posted their vlog from his MLB debut. So for anybody that doesn't know, they run a YouTube channel.
Go check it out.
Getting Smitty with it. And it's just a complete behind the scenes look at life as a minor leaguer, now a major leaguer. The vlog that they did for when he got called up and what that whole day was like is crazy. They were,
and even the calls up before this too. The calls up from each level before this. You get insight of stuff. Even that is exciting. But the jump from AAA to the big leagues that's the one.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, they're getting traded to the Rangers was a really interesting vlog to see that. There's a bunch of stuff that was really good. Shout out Josh Smith. Now, unfortunately, he got taken out of the game last Friday with a shoulder sprain, and he was placed on the 10-day IL, which is so frustrating because he was off to such a great start. But Ezekiel Duran, who I think is the Rangers' number 4 prospect and was another piece of that same Joey Gallo trade. He went
deep too, right?
Yeah. So he got caught up in Josh Smith's place, and he hit a homer, which was really cool. Both of their 2 debuts, Glenn Otto, another piece of the Joey Gallo trade, started both of those games. So People can figure out where I lay or land on the Joey Gallo trade, but that is what it is.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, now this is off the cuff, we obviously haven't talked about this, but do you think that there's a point where we're going to run out of prospects to call up?
What do you mean?
I mean, we are calling up a ton of young guys that in recent history probably would not have had a chance to get called up at this point because there would have been a veteran guy that would have taken their place. But
yeah,
it seems like they are, rather than choosing the guy that's got 3 or 4 years big league time to get called up, they're going with guys that haven't had any service time and just trying their luck right now.
Yeah. No, I don't think that will necessarily run out though. It just depends on, I guess, each team's individual depth. Duran, I believe, was called up from AA. So
right,
how deep do you want to dig before you go with the guy?
So the other day, I don't know if you know this story, but there was a kid, an Australian kid that got called up to the Brewers the other day from A-ball, Alex Hall. Did you see this?
No.
So I guess they were the closest city to where the Brewers were playing, or if they were playing at home, and they needed a catcher because they had, and he was at 3:00 in the afternoon, got a phone call.
That's crazy.
And said, "Hey, you're going to the big leagues." He thought it was a prank. You need to go and look at this interview, or I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, send it.
I'm going to send it to you right now. He's an Aussie kid. You got to see this interview because it'll absolutely make you laugh.
That's great.
All right, check that out. And check out also the mustache. And it's basically, if you know Cameron Smith, the golfer.
Yeah.
It's Cam Smith, the golfer in real life, in baseball terms.
Oh, the mustache is already all time.
Right? Okay, now just listen to this audio.
What were you doing at 3:30 this afternoon? I was actually eating some Timberella spread and playing some card games with my buddy Darren Miller. And then, so what happened? Can you explain the chronology there? What happened? Tom Flanagan tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Can we have a word?" I thought, "Oh, this can't be good." And we were in the office. Joe Aaron was on a FaceTime, and he just said that I've evaded COVID for this long, but one of ours has gone down, and I have to go fill in.
That's nuts. So did he make his debut, or he just on the bench?
I think he was just on the bench. I haven't read into it, but just that whole situation, like crazy that you're sitting in A-ball and then all of a sudden, hey, by the way, we need you to come to the big leagues. And look, obviously he's going to try and get back there as well. I think he's been set now, but he's going to obviously try and get there, but no one can take that away from him. The fact that he was a big leaguer for a day.
That's insane.
Mental.